Hello, everybody, and welcome to Is It Knuckles, your favorite Knuckles review podcast. Now, you might think with a Knuckles podcast, we'd start with perhaps Sonic the Hedgehog 3, or Sonic and Knuckles, or Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, but no, we are here to review the Knuckles TV show. And with me is Knuckles Protzy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Knuckles Prodigy, and it's time to get our knucks on.
Hell yeah. And, of course, as well is... Oh, who's that? Is that some random fucking guy I've never heard of before named Florian?
I'm actually Dr. Robotnik. Wah.
What? Okay.
You don't know.
I was going for a bit because the guy in the show I've never seen before. I don't think he's a character from the games.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, no, he certainly wouldn't be right.
Right. Actually, no, he's actually a super secret character in Sonic Adventure 3. You guys missed him.
Oh,
Wade
Okay.
Whipple, yep.
this is deep lore.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess you're not mad then that he's the star of the show. If he,
I'm furious.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I think it's okay. You know, I don't mind that Knuckles isn't the main character. That seems fine to me. You know, like, what's a Knuckles gonna do? He's not gonna
Yeah, why
carry
would
a
you
show.
want the title? Why would you want the title character to be the main character? Like I think the main character of SpongeBob should be Squidward.
Yeah, he is. Haven't you seen that Amp Lemon video?
Which one?
Where he says
Oh,
that Squidward is the main character of SpongeBob.
Did he actually say that?
Yeah,
No,
for
he
sure.
said Squidward is like the co-main character. He's like the main secondary character because Patrick's basically just another SpongeBob. So.
Right.
And the core of the show's like conflict is between this old, begrudged, angry man and this happy-go-lucky kid. That's sort
Yeah.
of his idea.
It's just
Yeah.
like Up.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, like, whatever. I guess you gotta deal with it. You know, you got clickbaited by the Knuckles into the Wade Whipple show. Too bad.
Yeah.
That now you feel
I'm sorry.
how it's like with your clickbait titles.
I'm
you know?
sorry, but I just hate it any time any piece of media makes a non-title character the main character. Like when I watched Better Call Saul and the main character was this guy named Jimmy for 5 whole seasons until Saul eventually showed up, I was pissed.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
that guy was so boring. I couldn't wait for Saul.
Exactly.
When I was watching that, I don't know what you were expecting. We watched that whole Breaking Bad show, and I didn't see a single guy named Brad in the whole thing. So,
Right?
I don't know. Breaking Brad. That's
Oh.
what it's called, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Baking bread.
Yeah.
It's actually called the periodic system. You know, we just met all the elements. Like the fact that they're making characters that are humans, it's completely non-important. You know, it's all about the chemistry.
Yeah. Bromine and whatever the BA one is. Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, the bad element.
Yeah, the bad element. Badmium.
It's just the dark side of the force. That's what that is.
Yeah. But yeah, this show, I gotta say, this was my first exposure to the Sonic the Hedgehog cinematic universe.
Wow.
And I gotta say, I was not impressed. I was not impressed at all.
Yeah,
Well, that's why.
I'm not impressed with you either, Purple. I can't believe that you just had to shit on this. You know, you didn't even bother watching the movies. You just pick the worst thing and then you attack it like a straw
Okay.
man. That's terrible.
So now, not only am I not allowed to say something bad about something I haven't actually seen the entirety of, but I can't say something bad about something I did watch if there's, like, movies that came before it.
I mean, like, why wouldn't you just watch the movies if you wanted something good? But you wanted something bad. That's why you watched this. So yeah, I think you're pretty scummy for that one.
I'll watch
So
the
true.
movies before Sonic 3, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, you better. I mean,
Yeah.
their peak.
Okay.
Yeah, can you
Right.
believe
see.
this guy
I'll be the
hasn't seen
judge
the
of that.
movies?
I can't believe it, especially when Sonic 3 is right around the corner, which is
Yeah.
going to be the best film of the decade, I think.
I think it's gonna drop off real bad in 3, okay? Even if the second one was okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
The
Shadow
second
the
one was the
Hedgehog?
best.
Shadow the Hedgehog alone being in this movie won't get it like 100 million ticket sales.
He's played by like a 90-year-old guy who doesn't sound anything like Shadow though.
Who is he
I
played
don't know
by?
what these Keanu Reeves they got for that.
He's not 90 years old. What are you talking about?
He's like 120 or something. Okay.
Hey,
He was like 30 in the 90s when he did The Matrix, so he must be like
look, he's
getting up there, like 150.
like he's pretty popular with the kids. Okay, it's totally gonna work out. This is
I
a
mean-
very star-studded cast. All right.
I really love his role as Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk, so
Yeah.
I'll be cheering the entire time and soy jacking anytime I hear his voice.
I don't know. That's something I just despise in any animated movie or anything like that where they have to bring in a celebrity cast guy because they think they can't just sell the thing on this property. So
Yeah.
is fucking Sonic the Hedgehog isn't a big enough draw?
So
Yeah,
what
they
did
should have
you
got they should have got the actual Shadow the Hedgehog to come in and voice him.
so what did
Yeah,
you
or
think
or
of?
just the guy who played him in the game? That'd be fine.
Yeah, that's what you meant. So what did you think of Knuckles as Idris Elba? Isn't that cool? That they brought in a big Hollywood actor, you know, to play this caveman.
I already liked him as Knuckles in Sonic 2, so him and Knuckles, it was all right.
Well,
It's still
I'm
pretty good.
mostly asking Purple here, because it was just the thing he was talking about, how he hates the the stars acting as voice actors.
I'm actually trying to picture like a video game Knuckles voice in my head, and I actually can't do it. So maybe this was an upgrade in this specific case. But
They make him sound like a dumb surfer guy in the games. That's his
Oh.
voice. He has the voice of like the dumb surfer character.
Oh,
that's great.
well, I don't know. Can't be better than Idris Elba.
It's not.
Yeah, it's,
Not at all. Knuckles'
know, what
voice
are
in
they
the game
saying?
is stupid.
They can fucking because he's got dreadlocks, they're gonna get him played by a black actor.
They should.
I can't believe it.
it's all because of Ugandan Knuckles. Okay, they saw the potential and they had to go for it.
It's just racial profiling in all these fucking Sonic
well-
movies. Okay.
See, Knuckles was always intended to be a black character, despite the fact that he's played by a white guy in every other piece of media.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I think he's intended to be a red echidna character, but
What are you talking
Oh,
about?
that makes sense.
yeah. Yeah.
He's clearly the blackest of animals. Okay.
You know, he's not blacker than Shadow, and they're getting a white guy for that. So
Half
Wow.
Asian.
whatever Keanu Reeves' race is, I don't know.
He's half Asian, right?
I don't know. I'll Google it. Keanu Reeves' parents.
Wow. You don't believe me?
I have no idea.
Can't you tell? He's from the country Asia.
I've never watched any of the John Wick or Matrix movies. I only know him from Johnny Silverhand because I love
No.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, don't watch John Wick. John Wick is pretty boring.
I don't know. People say it's a pretty good action movie. I gotta check him out someday, but not today.
Like
We got Knuckles instead.
Look, he kills everyone because his dog was killed, okay? It's stupid. People put too much effort into their pets, okay? Just get a new dog. You don't...
I only like action
Okay.
movies when the action is being carried out by CGI colorful animals.
Okay.
I
You're
can
not
relate
a
to
big
that.
Mad Max fan, more of a Marvel guy.
Yeah, they
Whatever they do in the
they
Marvel.
specifically do like all of the John Wick stuff with like practical effects, so it's really a yawn fest. I don't know why anyone's into that. Like, come
I've
on,
only seen
where's the
one Marvel
CGI?
movie in my entire life.
No, which one?
It was Guardians of the Galaxy 1. It's the only movie I've
No.
seen. The only Marvel movie I've seen in theaters, and the only one I've seen. Period.
That's crazy.
You know what?
If you've seen that one, you must think that the Marvel movies are the best thing ever. How didn't you see any more of them?
I probably enjoyed it at the time, but this was like 2013, and I'm a young man. I was like probably I don't want to do the math right now. I was young.
Yeah, Archie would have been like 9 or something back then.
He
I
snuck
assume.
in. He's too young.
Yeah.
Wow. Just imagine
yeah.
just being engaged with Sonic all day and never having watched any Marvel things and never seen any of the other popular movies.
I don't have to imagine it. It's great.
I mean, you don't know anything else. It's probably worse. You're probably missing out on all this great content.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
wow.
Marvel is known for its great content, especially
Yeah.
now.
Well, you don't want to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania?
I mean, you probably
Ant-Man
like
and
That was
that
in
one.
Florian's top 10 list or something.
Yeah, but it's got CGI animals. I don't know what you're complaining. That wouldn't be perfect.
It's got
for you.
CGI ants. Okay, those don't count. Those
Do
are
they
disgusting.
run fast and crack funny clips and quips?
Ant-Man does, but
Well, they
No.
they built a civilization really fast. Does that count? They fell
don't
into a
think so.
time vortex and then they built the Dyson sphere. That's some smart ants.
yeah, I don't know. As far as like an exposure to this Sonic universe, right? I've already got a lot of fundamental issues. First off, Sonic's voice is just annoying, and I don't like it at all.
Wow.
Secondary is I guess they're all like this
Wait,
this
the
random lady's like
movie
kid
one?
or something.
Ye-
Yeah, they're just in the movies.
See, this is-
assume it's the
this is
same voice actor
exactly
in the
it.
Movies, right?
This is exactly it. You don't fucking know the story. It was very heartwarming when they adopted this crazy Sonic character. Okay.
It was.
Yeah, you're really
Yeah.
missing out.
Sonic lives on his own in the video games. Okay, why does he need to be adopted by weird human people so they can have like Adam Sandler fucking shenanigans?
You never
going on?
understand this, but people aren't gonna just watch a Sonic movie without any humans in it. Like, obviously,
Yeah,
I
they would. They watch
would.
a Mario
I
movie that's
would.
identical to the games.
okay,
yeah.
you know what? There are enough crazy Sonic fans, but yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Mario is
I
from.
don't think this.
I mean, that's
this
the
is
same.
making-
That was the same point as in Mario. Like, Mario is from the real world because we can't just imagine like nothing but this stupid video game world. That wouldn't be engaging for us. We need like a human
is true.
perspective on it.
I briefly forgot how terrible the Mario movie was. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you briefly thought it was just like the game.
Brief. Well, most of it is like 90% of it is still just video game stuff. But yeah,
I would have loved a Sonic movie that actually just fully takes place in Sonic's world, but that's not what we
Yeah.
got, obviously.
I mean,
just make an animated movie about Sonic running around. Fucking, you can be in Green Hill Zone. Maybe don't do too much Green Hill
dude,
Zone. I know
we've
people are sick of that
already
now.
covered it. There's a series that does precisely that. Okay, on Netflix. Like you can.
Well, yeah, but apparently
It's
that one sucks.
fucking
Though, so-
ass. It's
Yeah.
ass.
Wait, you liked it? What are you talking about?
I liked season one. I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. And then it slowly just dropped off. And now I do not like Sonic Prime. The animation is good.
You defended it. What the fuck?
I defended it at the time because I was a content-starved Sonic fan, just waiting for anything to come out. And now, given a year of reflection time, I look back and I think it's ass.
I mean, I thought it wasn't that good at all, but I still enjoyed the colorful stuff happening.
And you were bringing it up as like a counterexample to my point, you fucker.
Well, yeah, like nobody would be into it. It's like, wow, cool. There's no humans in it. This is totally relatable just to our life.
I
You
thought
can't
season one
relate
was
to a
pretty great.
cartoon hedgehog.
I mean, yeah, it was really, really unrelatable. Like, like excessively so. Like, it was so hilarious how he was just trying to rebuild this world that he had with his friends, where they were just constantly fighting Eggman. But now he's stuck in a bigger world where he's constantly fighting Eggman, and he's not happy with that one.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Well, should we go over the plot of this Knuckles show briefly?
Well, hold on.
For people who have not watched it.
I'm still like, my mind is still blown that Heartsy has flipped on
Oh.
Sonic Prime. This is crazy.
I liked season one. I did like season one, but then they just went downhill, and I couldn't stand it. I genuinely couldn't sit through it.
I mean, you like, we reviewed it when you've seen the whole thing, right?
I think only season 1 and 2 were out by that point.
Really? I could have sworn that was when.
There's been a third season since then.
I mean, I've seen the third season. I thought we reviewed it after the. Well, I guess.
I don't know. My mind is fuzzy and loopy.
I mean,
I probably watched this more recently than you were on it, and I'm pretty sure it was just the first season. So,
dude,
Yeah.
you haven't seen Prime.
I watched your episode talking about it.
No, that was definitely season 2. I remember
we did a
that.
double feature. We did a double feature of Sonic Prime and Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I
No.
remember.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch that one.
Who did we have someone else on for that?
I'm seeing it in my
We had
recommended.
Weekend.
Weekend was on.
Wait,
yeah.
did we make Weekend watch Sonic Prime? Holy shit!
No, we
you
had
didn't
him
watch
on the Edge
Cyberpunk.
Runners. Yeah, we had him on the Edge Runners.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess.
Edging runners.
Edging Runners.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
There were a lot of jerking off jokes in that show, by the way. You'd probably love it for that.
The Cyberpunk show.
Yeah, he had the big
Okay.
arms and he was constantly jerking himself off, you know.
Well, that makes sense, I guess. But anyway, the plot of this Knuckles show, we should do that, I think.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're the responsible one who took notes. So
Yeah, I gotta
take
rein
us
you
through
You're
it.
You're saying
fuckers
we
in.
should actually talk about the plot of the series in this review of
Yeah,
the series?
I think we should.
No,
I think we
no.
should. So
Well,
Knuckles, he's
wait.
living with his stupid human family, and then he gets captured by like bootleg Men in Black looking people, and and so Wade, his good friend Wade, who is my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog character. He's in all the games. He's in Heroes. He's
Yeah.
in all of them.
Hell yeah.
He's my favorite character, and he fucking chases after these people. He rescues Knuckles in like episode 2, and then the rest is sort of just like a Knuckles road trip, and they're trying to get to this bowling thing.
Dude, I'm
Right.
so
The enemies
hyped.
sort of disappear for half the show.
I'm so into this show. I can't believe that people on the internet would talk bad about it just having seen these first 2 episodes, you know? Because like they had the Hound from Game of Thrones as the bad guy. I'm sure that he's going to be a very exciting character to fight against. I'm sure he's going to have a smart plan to fight this rodent menace, okay? It's going to be great. There's no way that all the negative attention this show is getting is well deserved, okay? Let's see what else happens.
Some Sonic fans are calling this the worst piece of Sonic media to ever be made, and you know what? I gotta say that's not accurate.
Yeah, that would
Uh,
be
Some stiff
impossible.
competition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's so much terrible
there's
stuff.
a lot. There's a lot to stack up against when you're talking about worst Sonic.
Yeah, I'll say.
I recently got Sonic Forces because someone was basically just giving it away in a double pack with
What,
Mania
you did?
on eBay.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I got Forces now and Mania.
Dude,
so we'll try those, I guess.
we should do that in a Game Blast because I wouldn't be playing it, but you can debate Bobo on it.
I'm not playing Sonic Forces unless someone else is gonna play it and have to suffer with me. Okay?
I'm not fucking playing Sonic Forces ever.
Well, Bobo will play it.
Wait, you haven't played Sonic Forces before?
I haven't. No.
Okay.
Wow,
It's one of the only mainline games I've never played.
Fake fan.
indeed.
Fake fan. Yeah.
Jesus,
so
it's
good.
$40. Ah, what a waste.
Is it
That's-
actually?
Yeah.
Full price, it's $40.
well,
Yeah.
well, it's €40.
You can get
so
it on
it's-
eBay for nothing. So
But I want it on Steam.
I
Well.
want it now.
too bad.
I know, right? It's got mixed reviews, and you're charging €40 for it. Fucking crazy.
I'm sure it goes on sale a lot. Sonic stuff on Steam usually does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does.
yeah, but I mean, like, even then, if it's 50% off, that's still too expensive.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You should
I
spend
don't
that money
know,
on a better game like Sonic Mania. That's a great
Or a
game.
Blu-ray box set of the entirety of the Knuckles TV show.
Yeah, or 4 copies of Ballfrog.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, just let's review
Uh,
4 copies of Ballfrog.
There is a Blu-ray steelbook of Knuckles for only $35.
Whoa.
Damn.
I hope
Yeah.
I hope it's all about Wade Whipple.
That would look so good on my
We've
shelf.
seen it. It is. Yeah.
That would look great on my shelf right next to all my Sonic comics.
Yeah.
Fuck
would.
yeah.
You got.
Oh,
This is why you got to consume all of it. You got to get every single one.
That's how you do it as a Sonic fan. You don't have time for any other media.
So true.
Yeah. But yeah, this show it does primarily follow Wade Whipple, who in the 3rd episode we learn he's Jewish because the whole episode is about his family holiday that he has. And honestly, it's a cooler holiday I think than any of the other Abrahamic religions have because it's mostly just about eating a lot of cool food. Like none of this like fasting bullshit that you get like I think the Catholics do it as well as the Muslims. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like the better option if you're going to choose one of those 3.
I mean, we have eggs
Or you
that
can
we
be an
hide.
atheist and eat
So,
whenever you want.
like we have
true.
Christmas and we have Easter eggs.
I have Catholic family, and whenever I'm over there, they don't eat on Sundays until the sun is down. So like, you can't
Jeez.
eat during Sunday until the sun has set.
I mean, that would be
That
good.
just sounds like a nightmare.
I wish I had been made to fast. That probably would have helped with my weight. Oh well. What a shame.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
so this was
weird.
without a doubt the worst fucking episode of anything I have ever seen. I can't believe that I liked the show until then, and then just the worst. The sister
Which one,
character.
episode 4?
No,
Oh,
two. Three.
Two.
Three.
4
Yeah.
is probably the best episode, but 3
Yeah.
is so awful. Holy shit! Like she is constantly just assaulting him, and he's just defenseless against her, and like the mom doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, her sister fucking stabs him in the arm with a fork, and it like sticks in his arm, and he has to pull it out like a knife.
And then
And then like the mom's just okay.
yeah, the mom's mad at him for pulling it out. It's crazy. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like wow, cool. Now we've seen the worst people in the world. Thanks. That's really what we wanted. Cool. I love
And that sister never gets better as the movie goes on either. She's pretty
well.
just horrible for the whole show.
Well, I mean, she is like the literal worst character ever in this episode, and then she gets like, I mean, I guess she gets very slightly better, but only compared to herself. But I guess later on she breaks her own finger in order to escape the handcuffs when they already have the key just to piss her brother off. So
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
really, you did?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, I cringed really hard at it, and it was just as stupid as everything else she's done.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I don't know.
they should have lost because of her. That would have been the only way that character makes sense, you know. And then she has to be banished to the mushroom planet where it
The
always
gun
smells like
soldiers
shit.
should have shot and killed her, and that's how the series should have ended.
That would have been the best thing ever. Everyone would have been so happy. Everyone just celebrates the death of the sister. Like everyone
Yeah,
in the
they-
world knows how awful she is in the universe, and they're just so happy about it. And
Yeah,
You
the,
know.
the sister gets gets shot, and then Wade goes on to win the bowling championship, and everyone wins with a happy freeze frame. They jump in the air.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they make up with his dad because his dad was only an asshole because of her sister, because of the sister. So when the sister is dead, the family makes up and everyone is happy. That would have been
Right.
that would have been the ideal ending, you know. But no, she's there dragging everyone down all along. It's like incredibly mind blowing. I don't know if it's the actress or the plot as well. Like I wonder if we had like a charismatic actress, if she could have actually pulled off all these awful jokes in a way that makes them actually funny. But like as it is,
I think she's just a horribly unlikable character, like from the jump. So
well, yeah, but I mean, you can have an asshole character and you have a charismatic actor and people like it, you know. But I mean, this is like the least charismatic person playing the worst character. It's just so awful.
yeah.
But the show doesn't understand this even remotely. Like they don't understand that having like Satan as a sister is bad in any way. So they don't make any plot where where she gets better or where she is like the real reason why things go bad. No, they just have her along and she just annoys everyone. It's mind blowing.
What did you guys like the candle fight at the end where they're doing the fight and they're trying to not put out this candle? It's like the 6 candle. Is it 8, 9? I don't remember how many candles are in it.
I
They're trying to-
think 7. I think there's
Yeah.
3 on each side and 1 in the middle.
Okay, yeah. They're trying to. Is it even that one or is it a different? I don't fucking remember. They're doing a fight around a candle, and it's just the camera keeps like swiveling around. It's like moving in circles, and you see them
Yeah,
fighting. I thought,
That was pretty well shot. I like that.
Is
yeah,
is that
it's
when
better than like anything from like a Marvel Phase 4 or 5.
Oh, come
it was
on.
genuinely great.
is that
I
the,
don't even watch Marvel, and I agree.
You should, 'cause I'm right.
is that when the thieves come, or is it just when they're being nasty around the family?
No, that's the end of the episode when all the people come and try to take Knuckles or whatever.
I mean, I guess
Or no, their bounty's on Wade at that point. He's like the focus of the show by then, yeah. So
I guess it makes sense that the family was so awful that thieves had to come in and destroy everything. So I guess I
What
guess
did you guys think of
that's
the
what's
line of
satisfying.
dialogue where they compare the fictional death of Knuckles' people to the real world Holocaust?
did
What did you
they?
guys think of Yeah. Knuckles is talking about the death of his people, and one of the Jewish family members said, "You know, a lot of our people were killed a while back too."
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
It's pretty silly. Like, you'd think they'd be over that by now, you know? Like, what was it, 80 years ago?
God. Wow. Wow.
Like, come on!
To say that.
No, I mean, seriously, do you think that the Jews are like, oh yeah, I can totally relate to this because it happened 80 years ago,
Do you think the
right?
Jews are still mad about the Holocaust? Yeah, I would say so.
They built a whole nation off of that, yeah. So
I mean, yeah, that's all good and stuff, you know, but, like, I don't think they'd relate to an echidna over it, but okay, I guess. Sure makes sense.
I don't know. That is a strange thing to bring up in
It is
this
a really
episode.
strange thing to bring up in the Knuckles series.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
like,
a lot of weird bits. Like there's she like the sister has like the metal detector because she's FBI or whatever, right? And she fondles Knuckles' like balls with it and stuff. It's really weird. Just very strange things going on.
wow, I guess she's inappropriate all around. That's crazy. Wow.
Wade has a cardboard like standee of some stupid 80s actress or something, and it's clearly like, oh, this is what he jerks off to every night as a kid, but like we're gonna put it in this show anyway. It's just very odd.
What do you mean anyway?
There's
They
humor in this.
specifically put it in, and it's mentioned and it's covered in his cum, like, explicitly.
Yeah,
Like, they
I
purposely
don't get
wanted
it.
it that way.
yeah. I don't fucking understand it at all. It's weird. It seems like a bit much to put in this children's TV show, but yeah.
Oh, that was the bit much? Okay. I mean,
It's-
that's a solid
know.
masturbation joke, okay.
yeah. I guess there's some in like SpongeBob too and stuff, whatever. But yeah.
I don't recall there ever being a masturbation joke in SpongeBob, but
There's at least a prison rape joke in SpongeBob. That's the
there
main one I
is.
remember.
There
Yeah.
is.
Don't drop 'em.
Don't drop them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty bad too, I guess.
Mhm. But yeah.
So how long was the uninterrupted torture of this family get together? And, like, did you all hate it as much as I did?
No, I loved the parts. I loved all the parts that include the Jewish family. I think.
Honestly, yeah, they're kind of like a highlight of the show. Not
Yeah.
the
What?
highlight, but they're a highlight. So
they are.
Really? But it was
Right,
yeah.
it was so unfunny and terrible to me. That's crazy.
Some of it was funny.
I
But
mean-
it was mostly just entertaining to see them like slow down and do a fucking like scene like this and stuff where they're just sitting at a table talking about their problems.
Right, but I mean, how can you say that when you also think that the sister is the worst part of the show, right?
Well, I like seeing people. I don't know. I to some degree I do enjoy watching her be terrible. To some, like, part
It
of me,
worked
I don't
for
know.
you. Oh no, is it so bad it's good? Oh no.
I don't know. It's strange. There is one episode here though that's truly fantastic, genuinely on pretty much every level, and that's episode 4.
Hell yeah.
Wah, wah.
Easily my favorite of the show.
The
Don't
musical
wow wow
episode.
episode 4. Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
was,
whack
it was
whack
amazing.
episode 4.
What
Yeah,
what does
no.
that
I'm
even
gonna-
mean?
I'm gonna do this then, okay? For episode 4,
Wow.
because it's sick and epic. Yeah. But yeah, it's
Honk.
it's
Well,
yeah.
we gotta hear from
That was-
Heartsy why he hates it.
Okay.
All right, so episode 4 is basically the Wade Ripple show. All right, so Knuckles appears in the very beginning, and he's like, and then he like turns to the camera and he says, "I'm not gonna be here for the rest of the episode. Goodbye." And then he walks off screen. That actually happens.
Yeah, it does.
And then the rest of the episode is just Wade and his training arc, becoming the warrior that Knuckles wants him to be without Knuckles actually being there. It's awful.
Well, it's got this like crazy fucking guy though who has got his samurai sword on his motorbike and stuff, and they get in a fight at the end there, and he cuts off his ponytail, and that's great. Well, like in the musical, he's like the villain of the musical. He's like the evil owl guy or whatever. Who's I guess the owls are evil. I know the owl drops off Baby Sonic, so I don't know
yeah,
much
the
about that,
owls,
but-
the owl clan is evil.
Really? Oh,
yeah. I don't know.
I thought the owl was Sonic's father.
Yeah.
No. There's Longclaw, which is she's good.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not evil, but they are but they are in a war against the Echidna clan.
Right.
That seemed like too complex of a moral setup here for this show, honestly. But yeah,
Right.
But wait, like Echidna are the Echidnas bad? Because I remember that Knuckles was sent to kill Sonic, right?
Well, no. Knuckles was tricked by Robotnik at the beginning of the movie. He's not evil. He was just being manipulated by him to do his bidding.
I thought he went specifically to come after Sonic. Weird.
I don't know. The only reason we have this owl is because the guy's dressed up as one because when he's doing his crazy song, because it's a musical episode and it all plays out like a stage play where Wade he's wearing like the worst Knuckles costume you've ever seen on his head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's the very picture in this entire video. You know, I put it
It's
front and
Good.
center because it's such a perfect encapsulation of this show. Because it's just Wade Whipple dressing up as Knuckles.
he's wearing him like a skin suit. It kind of is. Yeah. Apparently, there's deep lore in this episode because Knuckles he fights off. It talks about how Knuckles fought this demon, and I guess this demon is from like Sonic 06 and stuff. This is like the most Sonic this show gets, and it's through this fucking stage play in an episode that doesn't actually feature a Sonic
There's
character.
a huge lore drop in this episode, and it's told through a dream sequence starring Wade Whipple.
Yeah,
Wade Whipple!
it's not a real musical; it's a dream sequence musical episode, and and that's where the most Sonic stuff comes in.
It's literally like the biggest piece of fan service that the movie franchise has given us, and it comes through a dream sequence.
Oh man, poor Heartsy.
I
His little
I
heart's
just
gonna
loved it.
explode.
I don't know. I thought it was a fantastic episode, and just this fucking character who's like this psychotic evil bowling guy or whatever, and he's crazy about it. He says he's getting sued by the Rainforest Cafe. He's great,
Yeah,
and I just love him.
Yeah.
it was fantastic. I loved every moment of it.
I like how he's just the asshole at the start and he kicks Wade Whipple off his bowling team and instead he has this little girl that comes along with him. And then but he's also a bounty hunter, so when there's a bounty on Wade Whipple's head, then he has to capture him and he puts him in a little box that he drags behind his motorcycle. It's amazing. A little crazy is that Wade Whipple manages to escape just because he was in the dream sequence and now he's able to punch his way out of the box. I guess that's strange.
Yeah, for this one episode, he gains like super strength, and then it never comes up again afterward. So
Well, I assumed he had his strength still, but the other characters are still as powerful, so he didn't do much with it.
yeah, maybe.
Did we already have...
because he gets like the evil guy's gloves or whatever to fight them off. I think toward the end, but I'm not sure.
Did we already have the episode where he has to free Knuckles? Or was that episode 2?
That's episode 2, yeah, where
yeah,
he
right.
fights him off.
Yeah, I guess that was... I kind of like that episode, I guess.
I barely even remember it. I just remember them fighting in like a little bar room or something, and then they got Knuckles out. So
Barroom? No, there was like this big ski lodge or whatever.
it had like pool tables in it or whatever, something like that. Yeah.
It was a very big place, and Wade Whipple made a whole plan of how he's gonna go in, but then he accidentally sets off the fireworks, and his element of surprise is ruined, and his really stupid plan is messed up.
Yeah, the show's like inconsistent with when it has like cartoon physics, because there's a bit where Wade he like flies up into the ski lodge through like the door or through a window or something, and he's fine. But then they're like stabbing each other with forks and stuff, and it's like
Right.
played as realistically as I've ever seen. So
No,
Well, not
I'm
that
gonna be
realistic. He survived it.
I do love how wacky and slapstick this series gets. It is always keeping me on my toes, not expecting what was going to happen next. I think the physical comedy is pretty good in this series.
I think it's just
it's
jarring
alright.
for me.
No,
in live
no,
action,
that's-
though. I don't know.
Like,
The movies are nowhere near as cartoony. Like the movies haven't had this level of. Okay, shut up!
It's
No,
weird.
don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that. I mean, obviously they're cartoony because it's fucking Sonic. You got CGI little creatures running around. But no, the cartoon physics in this series are nowhere to be seen in the movies. It's kind of like It's like this series took like a Saturday morning cartoon approach, but in live action.
I mean,
I'm just laughing because that's such a weird thing to put in this show if it's not from the movies then, but yeah.
well, I mean, we have Sonic doing like the Sonic effect where he can run really fast and everything. So I mean,
the cartoon characters are cartoony, but like I assume with most of
Wait,
these, it's
no,
like Roger
you're-
Rabbit, where the
you're-
human characters are human.
you're lying, Heartsy. Didn't you remember how Sonic slows down time so he can mess with everyone and make the guy like eat the hot dog really fast or whatever? Like,
Yeah, that's cartoony antics, but that's because it's being performed by a cartoon, like alien character, a fictional. I mean, a cartoon character.
well, it was still
But-
pretty slapstick though, but the human parts as well. I don't
Right,
know.
it's slapstick, but it wasn't as wacky as it's portrayed in the series.
Okay.
I see an alien. Isn't he just from like an island in the games?
No, he's from a different universe. He is an alien. He's from a different world.
Yeah, in case
Oh.
you didn't notice, he's not an Earth hedgehog. Okay,
Yeah, he's not.
that seems pretty obvious.
Why
actually.
can't they just say he's from an
unlike
island?
in the games. In the games, the Sonic creatures and the humans live side by side. They coexist on the same planet. The animal creatures are from a different part of the planet, but they are in the same planet. You know, it's completely.
Why not just do
different.
that though for your movie?
I would kind of
This-
like it if they did take that approach.
Yeah. I don't know, my conspiracy theory with these Sonic movies, at least for the first one, is that it's just like a script someone had in a drawer for like, oh, it's an alien rescue movie or whatever. It's like Paul. Did you ever see Paul? It's
Yeah.
like that.
Well,
They
that's
just found the script in a drawer and they put Sonic in it.
I mean
to
that's
sell
pretty
it
that's
better.
pretty weird considering that you haven't seen it, and like
Well,
they tried hard to make it Sonic. Remember when they had Ugly Sonic? I mean
yeah.
it was gonna be like the old Mario movie or something. But
I
then,
think the Sonic-y parts of the Sonic movie franchise are good. Like I think they have enough of that Sonic energy and fan service to make it a good Sonic product. But I wish there was more there. You know.
yeah, you wish
I know,
there was
like,
more
the
fan
director-
service,
Yes, I wish
Well,
there were
the-
more.
the
fan
director
service,
did,
actually.
like, all
more
the
feed
fucking-
pics.
He did like the Shadow the Hedgehog cutscenes, right? Like he's got experience in this franchise, so
I mean, like obviously the movie is pretty good. They like you should appreciate this because you're constantly saying that it shouldn't just be like the game. That was your complaint with the Mario movie.
no, I'm saying
was-
it should just be like the game. That's my complaint with the Mario movie too. Is that the stuff that's not like
No,
the
you-
game is like annoying.
No, you said it was not original enough. You said it was just too similar to
Well-
the game. That's crazy.
Well, the main plot line where it's just save Peach from Bowser is boring because that's literally like 90%.
Exactly.
But they could have done what like the other 10% of the games do, where they set it in another like area or something, you know. Or they could have adapted one of those.
What do you
games
mean?
directly, and
We
I would've been
haven't
way more
seen
happy with it.
the original area yet. It wouldn't make sense to
Yeah,
go to another area, man.
Every single person watching the Mario movie has seen the fucking Mushroom Kingdom. They know what it's
the
like. They
point
know about
is
the
that
hills
it's-
with the eyeballs.
That's insane. I can't believe that you're thinking that. Oh yeah, Mario goes somewhere else. Is a great concept when
He
you could.
goes to the Bean Kingdom. Okay, that's what I want to see. I want to see a direct adaptation of Superstar Saga on the big
No, they
screen.
should have adapted the Mario plus Rabbids game. Where it's Mario
Sure.
and Rabbids.
Man,
That'd be more interesting too. Yeah,
the rabbits are fucking everywhere. Did you know they have like movies
they
and
have a
everything?
show on Netflix. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my god, the show's even worse than the movies. I guess it's crazy.
I didn't even know they came from Rayman. Like that's how like, disconnected
Yeah.
and boosted they've been compared to fucking Rayman, who's in nothing anymore. So
Yeah, I guess they're like
Yeah.
the minions. Man, what poor Rayman, I guess.
Yeah, the Rabbids were the
Yeah.
minions before the minions.
Mhm.
100%.
I guess nobody likes Rayman, who is just like a character that has annoying physics anymore.
he
you
just
guys
has
think
weird
the,
arms because he's on the PS1.
Do you guys think the Legend of Zelda movie is going to be any good?
Well, yeah,
the live
obviously.
action Sony Pictures one with fucking Avi Arad behind the wheel, that'll be great. That'll be
Yeah.
great. The fucking longtime Spider-Man ruiner, Avi Arad. Fucking Zelda movie. I can't.
What do
wait.
you? What did he do to ruin Spider-Man? What are you talking about?
For Spider-Man 3, he forced them to put in Venom, which basically derails that whole movie and makes
Bullshit.
it like, way worse.
That was great.
Venom might be kind of cool because Sam Raimi's directing it, but like that movie's storyline is completely fucked because it has to sidetrack itself for Venom.
I liked
So.
it. You're insane. We're off
Well,
track.
I don't know. Aviar, it's stupid, okay? And that movie's gonna suck. My only hope is the fact that the director is the guy who just did the new Planet of the Apes, and apparently that's pretty good. So that's my only shred of hope for that movie. But yeah,
All right. So
probably won't be good.
what happens in episode 5? I guess we're very split on. Well, Hearts is the only one who's split on episode 4. We loved it otherwise.
Yeah. Episode 5, they all go to the bowling thing because that's Wade's whole journey. He's trying to get to this bowling competition so he can face off against his dad, who was an evil fake British bowler or whatever.
Right.
Did you see he's got a teacup in his bowling ball? I thought that was funny.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
He could have never made it unless he put on that fake accent. It's the only way.
Yeah, he's like a wrestler, but for bowling. Like he's playing up his personality and stuff and his gimmick, and he's sort of a heel type character in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and then he betrays his son for real. Perfect.
Yeah, he betrays his son. A whole lot.
The people don't even see it
Seems the
that he turns him in his hotel room.
Yeah,
because he's a bowler, that's why he gets the best hotel room ever, the penthouse. The grand suite.
this whole thing takes place in Reno, Nevada, and they only show a few shots of the outside like world of Reno, but it looks like a frankly terrible fucking city that I never wanted to see in my life. So,
yeah,
you know.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be in Las Vegas either. All of that sounds terrible to me.
Yeah, that might just be like a bad state. I don't know. Yeah.
Remember when the power went out? That was crazy, huh?
When did the power go out? In the show or
No,
real life?
well, in Nevada, right? They had like snow, and then they didn't have power, and people died.
I thought that was Texas.
Oh, is that not? Oh, I'm stupid.
I don't
I'm
know.
sure that's something that's happened a few times in the history of this country.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Rip.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty fun episode 5. It was pretty okay. Just because at that point I'd accepted like, okay, there's gonna be no more Knuckles shit in the rest of the show, basically, and there was not.
I mean, like, you should be fine with that. So what are your complaints with the show at
I don't
this
have
point?
a huge attachment to the character, I guess, so it's fine.
But you seem to think this is terrible, right? It doesn't sound like you hate it as much.
Now, the first few episodes and like the last one, they have like so much really terrible comedy stuff going on. Like it was a slog to watch through. There's like bright spots and bright moments, like all of episode 4, and there's like some good bits in the third one, and there are like good jokes in this 5th one and stuff. But I think overall it's just kind of a low thing. There's not a lot of enjoyment I gained from it at all.
The pirating site I was using to illegally stream and watch these episodes went down halfway through. I was done watching the series, so I had to find a new source.
Yeah,
because
mine was consistent and steady the whole way through. I forget which one it was.
I mean, that's because Heartsy took like a month off watching the show.
Okay. There were a couple delays in the process of recording this podcast, all of which were outside of my control. Like the time the power went out, there was a bad storm here, and the power went out.
Yeah, his power went out when we were about to record it, and then he like got pulled away by his family for. What was it?
For Memorial Day. And then that one time I was just feeling really depressed and didn't want to do anything. That wasn't my fault.
Well, I think it would have cheered you up to do this podcast, but okay.
Oh yeah, I'm jumping for joy right now.
Yeah, you're loving it.
I am. I am loving it.
Yeah.
You're waiting to get this over with so you can go back to Ghost of Tsushima, okay?
How did you know?
See that? Because every single time I look at your profile on Discord here, you're playing Ghost of Tsushima, and you're tweeting about it.
Does mine show it too when I'm playing something?
You do on Steam, but not on Discord.
Oh, okay. I guess on Steam you can't turn it off, right? Yeah, I hate that feature. But everyone knows that I'm procrastinating all day.
You know, when when Valve sends you a key for like a game that isn't out yet, they actually tell you in their email, they tell you, hey, please turn off the thing that's on Discord that shows people what game you're playing so people don't find out about this. So
wow.
I've had to change my settings for that, but yeah.
Nice.
It's fun.
on.
Yo, we should like definitely friend each other on Steam Purple. Like definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Why are you saying it so sarcastically? What do you
No,
want?
I'm not saying it sarcastically. I'm not. If that's I don't. That's not what I mean to be.
It's so
be-
weird.
Unfortunately, I have to say you're not missing much. Okay, so unfortunately, but yeah, as is the state of gaming. But yeah. There's a moment in episode 4 where the little girl who Wade has a problem with and stuff is they make up eventually, but the little girl, she's playing on her Switch, and I just wonder what game she's playing on there, because it's probably not one of the Sonic games.
We should have
Maybe
shown
it
her
is.
playing Sonic the Hedgehog 4, even though it's not on. You guys know about Sonic 4?
That like the terrible like Android one that they split into
Yeah.
2 parts or whatever.
Yeah,
and
the
didn't bother
terrible,
with the third one.
Yeah, they made a Sonic mobile game and they titled it Sonic 4 and then backported it back to consoles and PC, and it was awful.
But could you
Amazing.
imagine if in this universe they would suddenly just show a Sonic game? Imagine how stupid that would be. Just like
I guess that's true. Yeah, there shouldn't be any Sonic games here.
because
They
Sonic is
should've,
just like this alien who's sometimes around, But then
Yeah.
that's what they.
So-
There's this really stupid Spider-Man fan movie called Spider-Man Lotus, and
Yeah,
and-
that show where there's cartoons from the 60s with Peter Parker in them
Yeah.
and Spider-Man.
yeah, but
I love that.
it's so insane.
these-
Oh, I hate it.
I love that these creatures are just like allowed to exist out in public now and just be in public spaces, where before in like the first and second movie they made it a point to where like they could not. They had to like hide themselves. And
Well, if Knuckles
wear
had to hide,
disguises.
you wouldn't get this epic scene where he's sitting at the bar and he makes a joke at the bar. I don't even remember what he says, but there's some joke about he wants like breadsticks or something from the bar.
Right. And everyone in this
That's worth
world
throwing them away.
treats the fact that these are these little cartoon creatures running around as a normal, like just a normal fact. They don't.
They're
react
like, oh,
to-
that's unique or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They're not like disturbed or amazed, but yeah.
I mean, of course, if I saw Knuckles in real life, I would be amazed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just
I mean,
just
he's
a real
he's a
one.
strangely proportioned creature, so it would be pretty interesting to see him.
I mean, it's just a regular kid, not.
Maybe that's how the rest of the world sees them. They just see them as talking animals. And this is a shared universe with like Alvin and the Chipmunks. So that's
Exactly.
It's the universe from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, the movie that.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean that one is in a shared universe because Ugly Sonic is in that.
I
so-
know, right? Well, I guess they
Oh my
could.
God.
They
I guess
could,
that means the Sonic movie is a movie in the Chip and Dale universe. So.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because there's all the movies are probably movies in that one.
Yeah,
Like-
there just isn't any VFX because there's so many weird people to make movies about.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. I guess the Stuntman might be the only movie that doesn't exist in that one. Because they just use cartoon characters.
mhm.
Uh,
Did they ever make that tie into the Roger Rabbit universe, like officially, or did they not bother?
huh.
I've never seen it.
I thought
Okay.
so. And I do not remember anything from it. I just remember that the art style was slightly off and I didn't like it, but I didn't care enough to let it affect me.
It's actually
Yeah, I know one of them's CG and one of them's 2D, right? That's kind of cool.
Well, that's cool, but the 2D one is actually also 3D, and that's what annoyed me, because they should have probably actually drawn him. You probably would agree with me on that one. Wait, you've seen it, right?
Probably. No, I have not.
Yeah,
But-
like you gotta look at it.
No.
It's so weird. They did like a 3D model rotoscope on them, and it looks so weird.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's just yeah, they don't do hand drawn animation in movies anymore. That's like a long dead art now. Even though it's way easier to do now than it was on like fucking celluloid or whatever.
Well, I
in the
mean,
past, so.
it's easier to make a 3D model because you only have to do it once, and then you can animate it
Yeah.
easily. So I guess
Yeah.
I mean there are anime. They still do it, right?
I mean, yeah, but that's, they got a very different thing there. And half of those are 3D now too, like Attack on Titan and stuff, so.
No, I'm pretty sure Attack on Titan has like most of it drawn.
No.
What? Yes, of course.
No, most of it's all the characters are 3D models and stuff. They just sort of gave it like a filter or something to make it look like
What?
those.
I don't believe
Yeah.
you. I've
It's
seen
like it's very famous for that, I think.
There's no way. That is.
Attack on Titan 3D. I looked up Attack on Titan 3DS by instinct. Okay. I'm pretty certain that's the case.
I mean, that
Oh,
would-
maybe not. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I might just be straight up wrong.
Yeah, no, look at this beautiful stuff. I know you're probably thinking of like the game or whatever. You know, there's so much really, really good stuff. You should really see Attack on
Oh, no,
Titan. It's amazing. No, it's
It was CG. At least a large part of it is CG. Okay.
I don't think so.
When I look it up, it says here's the anime that inspired Attack on Titan shift to CG animation. It's, yeah.
Why when did it shift?
I think
'Cause
part of it was it changed like midway through the show or something. I guess I don't fucking know.
I mean, I'm thinking that
Yeah.
I'm seeing like the season 1 trailer, and it seems like the Titans may be a little 3D, but the character faces are definitely drawn. So
I don't know. I don't know. It's not terribly relevant to Knuckles anyway, but I might be wrong. But yeah,
yeah, I mean,
Knuckles is a
Here,
beautiful show, right?
you gotta take it
It's
back. Look at this beautiful, like frame by frame.
I think we need to
animation
move off
here,
of this.
Okay.
As the host of the Is It Knuckle podcast, I'm gonna veto this bit. We gotta
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it makes sense because I'm not showing it on screen anyways. But yeah.
exactly. I think we got to talk about this show's rampant use of needle drops. Okay, I kept a tally of every time they use like some cringe pop song, and I counted at least 14. So that's 2 per episode, more than 2 per episode, and it disturbed me every single time.
Do you
I
know what
hated
the
it.
songs are?
I don't fucking remember any of them anymore, but they were very annoying in the moment, enough for me to write them all down.
Rip.
I didn't write them all down.
Yeah,
I
you
just
didn't.
kept a tally. But yeah.
Lost
I
forever.
just hate when shows use that, where like instead of composing a neat thing or using like a theme relevant to the series that it's based in or whatever, they just fucking throw in a pop song. Mario movie did it endlessly. It was like one of the worst things about that movie.
It was awful.
And then in the credits, they play this beautiful like orchestral arrangement of all these classic Mario themes. And it's like fucking leap from a building, you disturbing evil people at Illumination who decided
Aw.
fucking Take On Me was a better fit than fucking Koji Kondo's beautiful compositions. Fuck
What
'em.
were they thinking?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What were they thinking?
I like
This
pop.
movie is ass.
Oh my god. Look, I like pop songs, and pop songs are popular for a reason. Okay, they are just good songs. Get mad.
They're good songs. Like Take On Me is pretty good, right? But like it doesn't fit. And that's my problem with it. They don't fit these things.
Yeah,
They just have
that
them
one
in there
fit
anyway.
spectacularly badly.
I mean, yeah, and the Mario movie that's a particular low point. But like in this Knuckles show, even like when they're constantly using these things, it's just obnoxious.
I mean,
It's
in the
just
Knuckles show,
obnoxious.
it's probably an improvement if if they use the pop songs.
No, I thought some of the original like music, it was like kind of forgettable, but it was pretty good. Like, it
Wow.
wasn't spectacular, but it was okay. They could have just had more of that. They could have used like remixes of music from the
They should've,
Sonic and Knuckles or whatever.
They should have used some of Knuckles' rap songs from Sonic Adventure 2.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, Knuckles, who doesn't understand anything about modern society, he should totally have raps. Yeah.
Well, Knuckles isn't singing them.
Oh, okay.
It just raps about Knuckles.
Oh, I guess that'd
Okay.
be perfect. Yeah.
I guess Sonic already does this in the games, though. There's like weird rock songs playing all the time and stuff anyway. But I think those are at least original stuff for the game.
They are.
right?
No.
Okay.
When an original rock song is playing in a Sonic game, it's peak. Like, play Sonic Frontiers, and all those original tracks that play during boss fights actually peak.
Wow.
Is that song at the start of Adventure 2 when he's on the skateboard going down the road?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
original.
original?
Yeah, that's original.
Okay,
yes.
yeah. So that stuff it at least like fits. Is that Can You Feel the Sunshine from Sonic R? Is that an original one too?
I think so. I don't know if it's
Okay.
licensed or if they paid the artist to make it for the game.
I don't know. That's great.
All right.
They should have put that song in here.
So now we get to the final episode, episode 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got we got the big showdown of the bowling, you know, where Wade Whipple can finally prove that he's a real warrior, and Knuckles for some reason is into the idea that bowling makes you a real warrior. I can't wait for the movie 3 where Wade Whipple is gonna bowl on Dr. Robotnik, you know, that's how he's gonna fight him.
I hope they do that. I hope there's a good, at least one good callback to this fucking show in that movie. There better be. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they just have him in the Knuckles costume and
yeah, sure.
and he distracts.
Save on the CGI budget. Just have him play Knuckles and Wade at the same time.
Yeah.
Whatever. Why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like he had an incident where he died, and then Knuckles had to donate his fur to keep him alive. You know, Knuckles died in the process. But this is all we got now.
He gave his life for Wade Whipple.
Yep.
That would be fantastic.
Beautiful. But yeah, then we have the big boss show up, the Hound from Game of Thrones, and he is completely stupid.
This guy who wasn't in the rest of the show. I think he was in episode 2 for like a minute, and that's it.
Well,
and then he's here.
Like he's always off screen, and he's talking like he's gonna be this big deal, but then he's just a really dumb boss fight. Like I wanted to see this guy scheming and coming up with a good plan, but no, he's just like, I'm a big robot now, fight me. Like, wow, cool.
You know what he should have done at the end? They should have had a big Mad Max car chase, okay? to call back to when he builds the Mad Max chair at the start.
Oh, yeah! that would be pretty good, yeah. Well, they did have chases in the movies, I guess.
Right, that'd be good.
Man, that was so cool when Sonic was going really fast and then Eggman was chasing him because he had the one quill, so he was also fast.
Right.
What wasn't as cool as the bit where that guy, he sprays the thing on his mouth and then he jumps in with the like grenade sticks and he blows up that car? That was great.
Yeah, exactly like that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder, what is it that they spray in their mouth? Is that supposed to be like, are they gonna die from it? Is that why they do it? So they have no choice but to die?
They made it into like a religious tradition, but it's like a spray paint mixed with like some hyped up juice or whatever. It's got something in it, some like amphetamine or some sort of thing.
But they do it.
I don't fucking know.
I mean, it seems like they're doing it to suicide bombs. So I thought for a second it might be toxic, but in Fury Road it's not toxic because the guy survives.
Yeah, because the guy does it and he's around for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, he does it twice even, so it's crazy.
It's just part of their ritual. They do that and they scream "Witness me" and all the other guys cheer.
I mean, he probably got the cancer from that spray paint, but who knows?
He probably got it from the radiation. That's my guess.
No, radiation doesn't give you cancer.
Okay. You won the argument, Florian.
So
Okay.
Am I the only one who was disappointed at the boss, you know, who is just a robot in the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
I don't know. I thought the verbal confrontation between him and Furiosa was pretty good, but it would have been neat if there was a bigger action.
No,
scene there at the
Knuckles.
end
We're
to cap
talking
it.
about Knuckles.
Oh, are we? Wait, since when? I've been talking about Furiosa this whole time. You remember episode 4 of Furiosa, where she puts on Knuckles' skin?
Man, I thought
That's
you
the
liked
song.
Furiosa, but you seemed like you're pretty down on it in this one.
Yeah, Knuckles. It's a good. The show ends pretty good, right? She breaks her finger and her finger's like weird for the episode and stuff. Did you see that bit?
Yeah,
They're sneaking just a tiny bit of body horror at the end of the show.
yeah, that's.
I don't know if breaking your thumb is body horror, but sure.
That freaked me
Yeah,
out.
it
I don't know.
is.
It looked very creepy and gross.
So you get it. It's the
When
one
she's
thing.
waving it around.
The one thing that we have as humans is our opposable thumbs. You know, she's becoming worse than an animal in this scene. Don't you get?
She's literally subhuman from this scene
Wow.
onward.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just set the thumb back into place.
yeah, just easy to know. I mean, she probably
Yeah, easy.
really ripped it off. Like, she did not do it correctly.
What do you guys think about Knuckles not attending this bowling alley scene? Because he's like not there. He does not bother showing up for Wade's big thing.
Well, was he ready to fight the robot guy or what?
Well, no, he didn't know about that until the part way through or whatever. And he like runs into the bowling alley and runs through it to get to the fight, but he is not there supporting his best friend now. So.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Well,
I'll tell you why. It's because otherwise, every time they pan to like a crowd shot cheering for the fucking British guy or whatever, they would have had to CGI Knuckles in there, and they didn't want to do that. So he's just sitting out in the hotel lobby or whatever.
Right. They went over budget and couldn't afford to have him in crowd shots.
Yeah.
that's
They could have
insane.
just they use statues for these, right? They build like a little
Yeah.
statue and have him sit there. They could have had like statue Knuckles in the background. No one would have noticed.
Nobody would have noticed that it's a statue of Knuckles and not Knuckles.
He's just sitting there perfectly still.
Yeah, he's
That would have
just
been great.
he's just using the Drax technique when nobody can see him because he doesn't move. Yeah. If only.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's what he was doing. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe-
It was an interesting ending, I guess.
Maybe Knuckles should have been the bowling balls.
Yeah. He'd still. Why didn't you pick up Knuckles and throw him at the guy? Because they all curl up into balls.
Oh
That's
my
like their whole
God.
thing for 90 years for these characters, and they didn't bother doing that with the bowling. What the fuck?
Damn, missed
You made me hate this
opportunity.
show so much more. I'm gonna change my letterbox score right now. Give it a half a star now instead of the 1 star I
No.
gave it before. Now it's on fucking it's down to Mario movie level.
Wow, Mario movie level. That's high
Yeah,
praise.
Mario movie, and that crappy Megamind sequel you made me watch. Those are the only two things that I have at half a star on Letterboxd.
I should
And
make
now
you,
this.
I should make you watch more things that you're gonna hate.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yes. What could you do? Well,
Artsy's just uploaded a picture of the Knuckles statue as well as the Sonic one. Tails. Tails looks particularly creepy out of those.
He
The other
does,
ones they gave
he
an
does.
expression.
oh my
He's
god.
just staring off into the distance. So
Right.
that's frightening.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
could have just put a different statue in each time, like to fit the mood of the crowd. That would have been amazing.
We should have just dressed somebody
Yeah.
else, like an extra, up in a fursuit and stand them in the audience.
Yeah, just and not CGI them at all. Just do like
No.
Yeah.
it's just Wade Whipple as Knuckles.
Hmm.
He's in both places at once.
Yeah. I want to see it, just him being played by Wade the whole time for the whole show. I want to see that version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
What did you
Hardsy.
guys think of Knuckles' epic hat in this? He gets his epic hat.
I
Oh my
love it. I
God.
love it. It's a callback to the Sonic OVA, the Sonic
Yeah.
the Hedgehog anime movie. It's a callback to that. His classic hat. Everyone loves it. I love it. So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty base.
It's
Wow.
just like that thing you saw before, and that makes it good. Just like Red Letter Media taught us back in 2016. Wow.
Yeah, and you're just doing the opposite, where each time it happens, you're just
Oh.
pissed at it. Cool.
Well, I'm the one who wants the Mario movie to be just like an obscure RPG game I played as a kid. So, you know,
Exactly.
you
Man,
know.
your criticism is insane. It's like, wow, this one thing I wanted, it didn't happen. Where?
Yeah.
Uh,
That's my very serious, real criticism for the Knuckles movie show, whatever this was we watched. It's only like 3 hours. It really could have been a movie.
Yeah.
well, I
It's,
mean,
it's 6 half-hour episodes. Like, yeah, there's no good reason this isn't just a movie spin-off, I guess.
it would have been
or
a
TV movie.
straight, TV movie, I guess. I don't know. It's probably
Let's
better
put it on
to make-
streaming. Cut out some of the crap where they're just like, where scenes just go on too long because they're stretching it out to a TV show. You know.
all the character development between the sister, yeah, it's all gone.
And just take her out of the show.
Yeah, I mean that would be great, wouldn't
Honestly, does she do anything for the plot at any point?
it? No, she's a problem usually.
Exactly. She beats up on the old man at the end.
I mean,
Where he tries to run off with the trophy, the dad, and they just beat the shit out of him for a minute. That's good.
to be honest, Wade doesn't really do much for the plot either, despite being like the main character. Like,
Well, the plot is about him and his journey to be the bowling star or whatever. So.
yeah, but he's like incredibly incompetent. You know, he's like always failing at the thing he's supposed to do. So he's hardly
Oh,
progressing the plot. Like people usually just tell him what to do and he does it, you know?
He became much more sure of himself, I think, after that after the fourth episode.
Was it all worth it? Did he grow as a person?
I think there genuinely was more character growth for Wade in the show than there was for Knuckles,
Well, I
and then there
should
has
think
been
so.
for like many characters in Marvel movies, and like
Well, to be fair,
there might have been more growth to Wade's character than there was for Furiosa in the Furiosa movie.
yeah, well, that's for sure. But I guess Knuckles technically went from being an illiterate caveman to understanding a lot more about society. So I guess technically
so.
there's a lot more growth here. We just don't actually see it because he's still smashing a robot at the end.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of young Sheldon, trying to understand the world and stuff. That's great. They should have just made this a young Sheldon spinoff.
I am a mighty little man.
Yeah. I always skip that theme song. I never skip the Big Bang Theory one. I always skip Young Sheldon's. 'cause
The
it's
Big Bang
truly
Theory's theme song is genuinely brilliant. It's amazing.
It's great.
The Young Sheldon theme song makes no sense at all. I am a mighty little man. The whole point of this is that he's not a mighty man. He's a dork. He's a nerd. He's a little weakling. That's the entire point of the show.
Well,
Exactly.
you don't get it, man. The pen is mightier than the sword. That's the whole
How
point.
is he a mighty little man? How?
Because he's smart. Wow, you really think that just being strong is the only way you can be mighty? Like he's gonna win a Nobel Prize and shit. He's gonna actually change the world. Like you think someone who's just strong is gonna do that? He's not gonna. Like someone who's strong isn't gonna move a mountain. Someone who's smart, now that could happen.
Might is defined as great and impressive power or strength, especially of a nation, large organization, or natural force.
Wow. But what about the pen being mightier than the sword? Huh? Explain that then.
That's figurative. That's not real.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're not gonna beat anyone in a fight with a fucking pen, okay? It's not happening.
I mean, technically, wars are always won by logistics, so actually the pen would make more of a difference when it comes to the
No.
strengths of a nation in war.
No, what it means is give peace a chance. It's just hippie bullshit, okay?
I don't think that's what it means. It's like way older than that, isn't it?
Well, I'm pretty sure that's what it means.
No
Because
way.
you'd sign diplomacy stuff instead.
Hmm.
Let me look up the origin of the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah, the
This
mighty
is a
penis.
research-heavy episode.
yeah.
Right.
Well, this is it. You know what happened to Hartz's review of the Knuckles? Where is it?
Hey man, I told you that I was working on that video in confidence. You're the only person I told that I'm working
Oh.
on a video for that. So you just spoiled
What?
the surprise.
Now
You're
you
leaking shit, Florian.
now-
How dare you?
Now you're not releasing it, and it's all my fault.
Yeah, now I'm not
No.
gonna release it, and it's all on you. Now
No.
the viewers are gonna have to wait another 6 months for my next video.
What the fuck?
It's all my fault.
Florian, how could you?
How could you?
I've been waiting for a new Heartsy video for like a year.
Yeah,
okay?
he was
Yeah.
How dare you?
he was 90% done with it, but he had to throw it away now because of me. That's terrible.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is
I was gonna make
terrible.
my big triumphant return to making videos and uploading, and you just ruined it.
Wow.
What the fuck?
I guess
Yeah.
it'll never happen
the
now.
fuck?
Nope.
No.
How far did you get with that video? Come on.
I got like 50% of the way through.
That-
And
that's
then the Ghost of Tsushima PC port came
No!
out. And I've just been playing that. I've just been
Oh, that's no
playing
good.
that.
Jesus.
so
Just
good.
just make your video. What's taking so long?
I will edit
I've
it
been-
for you for free.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Come, you need my signature, like Heartsease comedic editing style.
That's true. That's true. It
Wow.
would be a hollow video, I think, with me behind the wheel on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
me inserting random memes and clips all the time.
Yeah.
that, have
Pictures
nothing to
from
do-
Shutterstock with the fucking watermarks on.
Yeah.
So it's good.
yeah. Whenever I give someone a video to edit, it's always like I might as well have just put it in the AI. You know, like I guess I didn't really do much in this video.
Yeah.
I usually just like
Oh,
say and here you're gonna edit this thing and put it there. You know.
yeah. I always bring my A game when I edit your videos, Florian. That's why they're all so good.
Are you gonna edit more videos?
No.
Damn it.
I will not.
I could edit some videos, Florian.
Yeah, it'll just take a year. Don't
They
worry
never
about
come
it.
out. Pay is a decent motivator. I did edit like all those regular show things like way fucking faster than I edited any of my own videos.
But it still
No.
took you 2 weeks to
When-
do a day's
When my
work.
next
That's
when my
true.
next video comes out, you're gonna see that my editing has vastly improved, and you're gonna want me on board as an editor.
Wow,
I'm excited to see it.
it's like when you finally defeat your dad at bowling. That's what it's gonna be like, you know.
Me when I finally upload a video, that's what it's gonna be.
Are you editing, son? All right, so I guess we can all agree that Knuckles is peak Kino. You know, there's no other way about it.
It's somewhat Kino. Anytime Knuckles is on screen, it's Kino. Anytime kid's not Knuckles, then it's Crinjo.
Wow, maybe you should just watch the supercut that only has Knuckles. It's really confusing.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes long.
I don't-
I enjoyed the episode where it was just Wade so much more than I enjoyed any of the actual Knuckles stuff. So
Yeah, Knuckles is
Wow.
pretty stupid. I don't think he could have a series by himself.
I don't know what you're complaining about. They got Knuckles. He glides for a minute. He punches things. That's like all he does, right?
The
That's all
shot
you
when
need.
he's gliding away with Wade on his back looks so terrible. that shot looks
I laughed.
fucking
That was the first
awful.
laugh the show got out of me. Was when he's riding on his fucking back, like fucking like, yeah.
That shot
It was
looks
like an E.T.
awful.
Beautiful.
It's the worst
glorious.
CGI in the series.
Oh,
Yeah.
all
I
right,
don't know.
we did it. We reviewed Knuckles. I hope you're all happy. You know, Purple
Yeah.
made me do this. You know, and then Heartsy delayed it, and
I'm really glad we did this in a timely manner too.
yeah.
You know, when it's still
Yep.
hot.
When
and
did the show
fresh.
come out? Like April?
Oh no! Did we post irrelevant stuff again? No. Why am I so slow?
When are you uploading the baby, Florian?
Probably like in 3
The
days
baby?
from now. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean,
What's
it's
The review.
3 days from
There,
when
it's
this
it's a
comes
movie
out.
from the 1970s that was reviewed on a Red Letter Media video about a month ago. So we
Uh-huh.
reviewed it on the podcast.
Ah,
Yeah,
That's the most relevant entertainment.
I don't know. I need to stop letting people talk me into doing really stupid things like the baby.
It was a good episode. Okay, you'll see.
Oh yeah!
You'll
Wow.
see. You'll all see. Yeah.
There's like a big absence in that episode, and it can be
Oh.
really felt.
That may be true. Okay, but I tried to pull it together as best I can.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
All right. Subscribe to Heartsy. Subscribe to Purple Kernel. Bye, everyone.
Follow me on Letterboxd. Yeah.
Yeah, you can look up his weight on Letterboxd.
Watch the Gerple Passage podcast. Okay, we're gonna link it in this one too in the description.
Well, you better
I'll
remind me.
link Gerple Passage episode 1. I will.
All
I'll
right.
send you a Gerple Passage right now.
Bye.
Bye.
bye.